Well, hey, Mark. How are you, my friend?
Good afternoon, Mike. I'm doing great. How are you?
1201. I'm just fine. Trail 1033, KDTR, FM, Florence, Missoula, locally owned and operated by the Missoula Broadcasting Company. The other voice you hear is that of Marc Moss. Mark, welcome.
Thank you. It's always great to be here.
Let me play a little bit of this for you and everybody. Trail Lunchbox. You guys have been using this as the theme song for years.
Years, yeah. When I told you this story about this, right? So it was Nate Beal, is a buddy of mine, and he's in the band. He wrote the song, and he gave me the demo.
Okay.
Because I told him what I wanted to do. He was one of the first storytellers to tell us something.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, at the Missoula Art Museum. And so I told him, I wanted to have some local music as a theme song, and he gave me the demo. And I used it for a long time, and then Cash for Junkers cut a record, and the new version, the album version, is a lot more polished and has more instrumentation.
So somewhere in the album liners it says, thanks to Marc Moss.
No, I don't think so. But they did, they said I could continue to use it, and I never paid for it. And at a certain point, I had some money, and they practice in Tyler Rody's shop.
Okay.
Behind the alley behind my house.
Yep.
And on Thursday nights. And so I wanted to surprise them and pay them for the song.
Yeah, Cash for Junkers buzzing the theme song for Tell Us Something. Your story matters, Mark. Let's take it back to the beginning.
Yeah.
You, as long as I've known you, have been pushing Tell Us Something. Let's talk about Tell Us Something.
Sure. I think everybody has a story, and everybody's story matters. And what people really want is just to be heard.
Yeah.
And be validated. And I provide the opportunity for folks to share their stories on a stage and on a large scale with hundreds of people, and release it as a podcast and into the YouTube channel and everything else. But it's not just entertainment.
Right.
People have the opportunity to really grow in the process of shaping their story.
Have you found that to be the case? A lot of folks come back, oh wow, I really needed to get that off my chest, or it was so great, or I overcame. To some people it's like jumping out of an airplane, getting up in front of a group.
Sometimes, and I've had folks even say, I really had to do a lot of processing that I didn't know I had to do in order to get to a place to be able to tell the story and apologize to some people that I hurt. Or whatever. And sometimes it's just straight out entertainment,
Right.
Like Mike Coluccio sucking the crown of his into his sinus cavity. You go back and listen to that one. It's
gnarly.
Pure comedy gold.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So you laugh, you cry, you feel closer to your fellow humans.
That's right, and it makes you feel more human.
Yeah. How long have Tell Us Something been?
December 2011 was our very first show at the Missoula Art Museum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Since then, in fact, back when it would be like, okay, this is a cool thing to maybe be for a year or two. And did you expect this kind of success, decades plus?
I didn't. I didn't want it to be a one-off. I know that. When I first did the first event at the Art Museum.
Right.
And I wanted it to be sustained over time, but I didn't know it would become. That's not me.
No, it's me, the pro.
I didn't know it would become, my day job, and I didn't know it would be on the path to becoming a 501c3.
Right.
Either. So it's been quite a journey, and I've learned a ton. Every time I do one of these events, I learn something. Last year, we had our very first outdoor show at Lunchbox Park Band Show.
Right.
And I learned so much. Mostly that I'm not a sound guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I hired Matt Olson from Attack and Release. He's going to run sound on Monday at Lunchbox Park Band Show. He's a pro. He does such a great job.
Well, let's run it down. It's called Didn't See That Coming.
Yeah.
And so everybody's going to base a story around Didn't See That Coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got 7 storytellers. As you know, I don't announce who the storytellers are ahead of time because I want the Missoula community to come out and support their community. Now, oh, Mike Post is gonna be there, Mike Smith's gonna be there?
Yeah.
I'm totally going to that. Oh, Mark's gonna be there? I don't really like that.
Right.
So-
Because it's not about that.
Not at all.
It's really about everybody has a story to tell, as you say.
Yeah, and so we have one young human sharing their story about reckoning with their new mother, a surprise flight in a cargo plane. A cute woman catches the eye of a young college student who is persistent in pursuing her and asking her on a date. A hike to Hope Lake with an unexpected conclusion in Wisdom, Montana. Some questionable decisions on New Year's Eve lead to a lifetime of consequences.
Oh, jeez.
A young college girl joins a performing group in Hamburg, Germany for the summer. A third grade boy gets a life lesson from an inmate at the Montana State Prison.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. You hooked my interest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
Is this, so I'm looking at your website. I love how it says how many tickets are left, and as of right now, there are 32 tickets left.
32 tickets remaining. Yes, we are providing chairs. So this isn't like a city band where you bring your own chair and it's a free event. Because we provide the chairs and all the storytellers are paid, the American Sign Language interpreters are paid, the venue costs money to rent, all that sort of stuff. And we're, we need to generate revenue as a nonprofit. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep the whole thing going. I'm talking to Marc Moss from Tell Us Something, Your Story Matters on the Trail 103.3, the Trail Lunchbox. I'm Mike Smith. Didn't see that coming. The live event coming up on June 27th. This is going to sell out.
Oh yeah,
I imagine. So
I would imagine that by the middle of the week we'll be sold out for sure. And I wanted to say thanks to Blackfoot Communications, our sponsor, our title sponsor, and also Garden Mother, who is our accessibility sponsor. They're making it possible to bring the American Sign Language interpreters on board.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
so we will have, for any of you out there listening who have deaf friends, we will have American Sign Language interpreters interpreting the event as well.
And here's a note for parents that just makes me want to go even more. Parents are reminded that Tell Us Something has adult themes and stories may contain adult language.
That's right. I've had folks ask me, can I bring my kids? And I tell them that.
Right.
And I say, if I were a parent, I would let my kids go because what they hear on some of the R&B stations or
Right.
what they see on TV is nothing compared to what you're going to see at Tell Us.
Okay, so you heard this word, Tell Us Something. Don't use it in your classroom.
Something like that. Yeah,
right?
but I mean, the deal is there's no hate speech, no calls to action, and
Right.
no gratuitous drug use,
Right.
violence, sex. But sometimes those things come up.
Sure. Marc Moss from Tell Us Something. What else do you want to tell us today, Marc? You got...
the weather is looking good over there for Monday. The
10 day.
27th.
Yeah, right. I guess that would come to, that comes
Yeah,
to
that's
mind.
coming up. It's in my mind a lot lately, but it says highs in the 80s, mostly sunny and clear skies. So that's exciting. There will be food trucks.
Oh, that was
on
going to be my
site.
next question.
Yes. House of Ferments is slinging kombucha in Tell Us Something pint cups. The empanada joint is going to be there.
Solange.
She's the best. She is great. And then True Food Missoula is working on getting their paperwork in, so they are supposed to be there as well.
Okay, something to nosh.
Yes.
All right. Well, Marc, we've got a pair of tickets to give away. Why don't, do we have one pair to give away?
We have,
all right.
We could give away 2 pairs. I would just knock that number down.
Yeah, let's give people the option to check out the website and buy. tellussomething.org, 406-604-1033. Text in, tell us something. Yeah, 406-604-1033, and we'll draw a winner out of that group. If not, Marc, let's run down the details one more time.
Sure. It is June 27th at Bonner Park Band Shell in the University District here in Missoula, Montana. The show starts, doors as they are, open at 6. So seating begins at 6, storytelling begins at 7 p.m. There will be 7 storytellers, food trucks on site, no intermission, and it's shaping up to be an incredible evening.
It should be a beautiful night. The warmth of the sun, I'm reminded it's Brian Wilson's birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian Wilson.
Yeah, 80.
Yeah.
80. And we are so much better off for his presence on the planet.
Yeah.
Warmth of the sun, Brian Wilson with the Beach Boys. Thank you, Marc Moss, for coming into the trail.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.